Guys, and welcome to another video from Top Learners. In this video, we are going to talk about conditional sentences and if clauses. What are conditional sentences? They describe the result of a certain condition. It consists of two parts, if clause and main clause. If clause tells you the condition and main clause tells you its consequence. For example, if you speak clearly, everyone will understand what you say. Number 2, she goes to school if it doesn't rain. Number 3, if I were you, I would study harder. Number 4, my friend would have come if I had invited him. Number 5, if they come late to the class again, the teacher won't allow them to the class. Number 6, what would you do if you find a bag of money? If you pay close attention, in all of these examples, we have two parts, one if clause and one main clause. Sometimes we use if clause at the beginning, while sometimes we use main clause at the beginning. If we use if clause at the beginning of the sentence, like in example 1, we should use a comma after if clause, and then we can write the main clause. But if we bring the main clause first and if clause second, we do not need any comma between our if clause and main clause. Like example 2, she goes to school if it doesn't rain. Okay, types of conditional sentences. In English grammar, there are 4 conditional sentences: type 0, type 1, type 2, and type 3. Type 0 conditional sentences are facts, and if is in simple present, while our main clause is in simple present too. In type 1, our if clause is in simple present, but our main clause is in simple future. In type 2, the if clause is in simple past, and in the main clause we use subject with verb 1 and a complement. For type 3, we use if clause in past perfect, and our main clause has subject, would, have, verb 3, and complement. Type 0 shows facts, the facts that are always true, and it happens 100%. Type 1 conditional sentence shows something which has high possibility. And type 2 conditional sentences, they talk about unreal situation, present and future, while type 3 conditional sentences talk about unreal situation in the past and no longer bring changes in that. Examples: type 0, if you heat ice, it melts. Type 1, if I find your book, I will call you. Type 2, if I were a president, I would create more job opportunities for people in my country. Type 3, if my phone had rung me in the early morning, I wouldn't have arrived late to my office. Type 0, it talks about general truths. In 0 conditionals, we can use when instead of if. For example, if you touch fire, you get burned. If you don't eat enough food, your body gets weak. If babies are hungry, they cry. If water reaches 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. If I work too much, I get tired. In all of these examples, we can use when instead of if. Like, when you touch fire, you get burned. When you don't eat enough food, your body gets weak. When babies are hungry, they cry. When water reaches to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. When I work too much, I get tired. Type 1 conditional sentences. It talks about a possible condition and its probable result. For example, if you study hard, you will get the first position in the class. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, we will go to the beach. He will not play football if you don't convince him. If they see you, they will kill you. I will call you if I see anything suspicious. Conditional type 2. It talks about hypothetical condition or unreal condition and its probable result. For example, if I were a president, I would bring peace to my country. If she had a car, she would have an accident every day. Were I you, or if I were you, I would spend more time on my education. If his father allowed him, he would leave his country forever. If they had such opportunities, they would use it better. Type 3 conditional sentences. It talks about an unreal past condition and its probable result in the past. For example, if she had invited me to her party, I would have gone there. If I had finished my education, I would have had a better job. She would have watched the movie if you had given it to him. Tawab would have gotten the highest score if he hadn't forgotten his assignment. If the weather had been better, we would have gone to the beach. Note, as we mentioned earlier, in conditional sentences, we can change the place of dependent and independent clauses, or we can change the place of if clause and the main clause. For example, he goes to the park if he has time. In this example, if he has time, he goes to the park. We changed the place of main clause and if clause. So the only difference here is using a comma if we bring the if clause or dependent clause first. And there's no difference in their meaning. If we bring independent clause first, we don't use any comma between independent clause and dependent clause. But if we bring dependent clause first, we should use a comma after that, and then we can use independent clause. Thank you very much for watching this video. For watching more videos, you can subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.